sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. Runs over it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, Murray. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now Murray again. That caught by Trimble. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tommy Trimble. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. No problem there on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McDonald sets to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Chubb on the read option. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing is McDonald. That's out to Chubb, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play action. Now it's Murray. Dancing to his left. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 45 the mark. There we go. 45.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tommy Trimble with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. McDonald. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Here's McDonald to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Murray. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open. Check 41. They can't hang with us. 41's coming, 41's the mic. Hey, watch the ball,
Play fake. Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Dobbins trying the left side. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Murray off play action. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Arizona. Hunt is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. play action. It's McDonald. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for it all. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. He finds his man complete. That's Mack. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. McDonald. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Looking to throw. McDonald. Man open, that's Marcus Green. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 24, Murray. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards was the gold standard for quarterbacks. He's doubled that. If more people come along like him and hit that type of a number, if you throw for 3,000 yards, you're in danger of losing your job.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, here's an option right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in there.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald got an open man. It's Schwartz. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
To throw on second down, McDonald. Room to run past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They go play action with McDonald. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. From the gun, McDonald. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Now Hunt on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives.
Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They shakes him, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. He finds his man, complete. That's Mack. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
McDonald sets to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
On 3rd and 2, McDonald. And the reception made by Gray. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, McDonald. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, it's caught by Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, check back 45. Check back 45. I know he ain't got it. 45's the Mike.
Murray now to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Let's put that team on the bus.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Oh, no, he lost the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
He's crazy.
Dobbins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. J.K. Dobbins with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Chubb on the counter, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Just a yard to go here on second down.
Watch the run, watch the run. That's one. Rip right, rip right. 41's the mic. Hey, shit. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Murray to throw. Dobbins with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ace. 41 Mike. Check. 41.
Now Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. McDonald. He completes this one to Mack. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cleveland, they'll wrap up on a high note, but will still finish 3 games below 500 at 7-10. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll finish a less than stellar campaign with a mark of 6-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.